is typography, which is like this shaded type of typography. So if you see carefully that there is some shaded parts over here, right? So I'll teach you on how you can add certain shades to your text to create more depth. Right? So it's super easy to do, and let's see how that's done. So the first thing we're going to do is to create a new document. For this video, I will be using this custom size document, which is 1000 by 1000 pixels right here. And I will be giving a name to my document as well, called the shaded typography. And let's go. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is to create a background color, right? So I will go over here on my layers panel, double click on this and rename this to background. I do not need the stroke, I'll remove that. I'll go over here to my rectangle tool and choose the fill to be black. So I'll just click on my document once, where I can now add the dimensions of my rectangle. Right, so the document size is 1000 by 1000 pixels. So the rectangle that I'll be making will be of the same size, 1000 by 1000 pixels. Okay, and just drag it like that, and I'll go ahead and lock my layer over here. So I'll go ahead and create a new layer, and in this layer 2, I'll double click on this and type in text like that. So also before I start, I would like to tell you that the reason why I locked the first layer was so that when I make my text, shaded text, and do the editing part, I do not accidentally delete my background, or I do not make any changes in the background, right? I just want the background to be there permanently fixed. That's why the locking system happens. Okay, so now that I have selected my second layer, we can go ahead and type out our word. So I'll double click on my text and just type out the word love in capital. So by default, like, the fill of my text is also black. That's the reason why we cannot also see what we've written. But it was right here, so we can just go ahead, select this, and I'll change the fill to be white. Wait, I think yeah, okay. And I'll change the font size to be 72. Oh no, probably I'll just nudge this more to be 200 for now. Change the last letter was. So I'm gonna do is I'll select this and also change the font style. So by default it's Myriad Pro. So you can go ahead and select any type of font style you like. I'll be sticking to this one, Chaparral Pro, like this, and just bring it to the middle like this. I'll go ahead and expand this object, expand, make, yeah, like the object and fill is there, and click on OK. I'll right click on this and click on ungroup. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'll first zoom in on my text a little, select the first letter O, and then just nudge it a little closer to my letter O like that. Similarly, select the next letter V and then just bring it over here like this, and the last letter E, just bring it a little closer like that. So select all of them and go to the Pathfinder tool and click on merge like that. So it gets merged into one. So what we're going to do is now we're going to add like certain shaded portion where my letters are intersecting together, right? So to do that, we'll be going using this pen tool and changing the fill. I'll choose a fill to be gradient like that. Okay. Go back to the pen tool and zoom this on a little bit more, and I'll start making my shapes first. There's one anchor point right here, select this, select that, and just make one rough shape like this. And wherever I feel that there is one intersection happening, I can go ahead and make the shapes like that and close it. And go ahead and keep doing this wherever I feel that there is one type of shade that needs to happen. So just make one rectangle, triangle like this. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'll double click and go back to the gradient tool. Wait. Yeah. So once you get this slider, you can like just change the angle like this. Keep doing that. I'll be changing the angle of each of the gradient according to which side I want my shaded part to be, like that, and go back here and do the same like that. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but just get a rough idea where you want the shaded part to be. Somewhat like that. This now it's done. Okay. Once that's done, we can go ahead and select all the shaded parts we just made by clicking on Shift. Then we go to Effect and come down here to the Photoshop Effects. Let's see which one. Yeah. So come down here to this texture type and click on this effect called grain. Yeah. Now we can go ahead and also adjust how intense we want our grainy full parts to be. See the contrast like this. Probably also play around. No, not on blue. The grain looks fine, and then we click on OK. Like that. Once that's done, we can also just play around with the transparency as well. So it's 100, we can bring it down to 50% like that. Once that's done, we can go ahead, select this and resize this even bigger to fit our text like that. So there you go. So we've added like certain shades on certain parts where you can also differentiate each letter, and it actually looks pretty neat as well. So if you like, you can go ahead and also add more shades to other intersecting parts as well, or just play around with different type of text styles and text styles from the font size family. Also just play around with different words if you like. So this was just one variation. So we'll go ahead and also save our file. To do that, we'll go to File, click on Save As. And by default, my Save As type will be Adobe Illustrator. So I let it be the way it is so that in case if I want to make any further changes, I can easily access my AI file. And I let the file name be shaded typography and just click on save and okay. So this was a really short, simple typography effect where you can add shaded effect to the areas where the text actually inter loops. Right. So that's it. We've come to the end of our video. I hope you found this tutorial to be useful, and keep practicing and stay tuned for more. Thank you.